Welcome students, welcome to the lecture number 6 of MySQL revision tour. Okay, so in the previous lecture we have learned about the insert command, and along with that we also learned about the select command. Okay, and we have seen various variation of the select command. So mainly the select command is used to view the data present in the table. Okay, and how we can use this select command to view the data present in the table in various pattern we have seen in the previous lecture also. Okay, so let's begin our lecture number 6, that is operators in SQL. So the first operator in SQL is arithmetic operators, and under arithmetic operators we have symbols like plus, minus, multiply and divide. Then the next operator is relational operator, and in the relational operator we have following symbols like greater than. This is the greater than symbol, then this is greater than equal to, this is less than, and this is less than equal to, this is equal to. Okay, and for not equal to we have two types of operator over here. We can use any one of these operators for the not equal to symbol, either exclamation mark and equal to, this is also for not equal to, and this one greater than less than and greater than symbol, this also is used for not equal to condition. So this one is greater than, this is for greater than. Okay, this is greater than equal to, this is less than, then less than equal to. Okay, and the third type of operator is logical operator. Under logical operator we have and, or and not. Okay, so now in today's lecture first we are going to use select command with all these operators. So let's begin. The first operator now. So we are discussing about the arithmetic operators. Okay, so let us take an example to understand the usage of arithmetic operator with the select command. Okay, so suppose we have a table named as employee, and this table contains these 1 2 3 4 5 records. Okay, echo, dname, salary, department and post, and these are the entries present in that table. Suppose we have to perform this query. The query is that display name, department and annual salary of all employees. Okay, so if we want to execute this query according to this question, so over here it is written to display name. Okay, for name it is given, ename is given over here. Okay, then the second data which we want to display is department. Okay, and for department DEPT is there, but after that they ask me about the annual salary, but in this table you can't see any annual salary is there. There is a one column named as salary, but this is the monthly salary. Okay, so but in our question we want to display the annual salary, but right now annual salary is not present over here. But we know that if we have monthly salary with us and if we multiply it by 12, then obviously we get the annual salary, right? So if we perform the arithmetic operator, that is arithmetic operation, that is multiply with this salary field, then obviously we get the annual salary. So let us do it practically also, how we can do it. So let me open the MySQL command line command. The password which I am going to enter is Shadley. Okay, SHADLEY. In all our systems in the lab, the password is Shadley. So whenever you are going to operate MySQL, you have to remember that you have to put the password Shadley. So now MySQL is activated. So first of all we have to activate the database to use company. Okay, in this company database we have a table named as employee. So in order to view all the records from the table employee, we simply write select star from employee. So you can see that these are all the 4 records which is shown here, that they are present in the table. Now what we have to do, we have to view the name, department and annual salary of all employees, right? So what we will do, we will write the command select. The first thing we want name. So for storing the basically the name is represented by the field name ename. So in the query it is written display name, but the field name that is representing the name is basically ename. Okay, so what we will do, we will write ename. Then the second thing, they want to view the department, and the department value is given under the field name DEPT. So we will write the field name as DEPT, comma DEPT, comma. Then the second thing is, then we have to show the annual salary, and we know we already have only salary with us. So what we will do, we will multiply this salary by 12 to get the annual salary. So salary multiply by 12. After that we simply write from, then the table name is employee. Okay, so as we have seen in the select command also, that we have to write the select, then the field name which we want to display, and then from, and then the table name. So when we press enter, we get the result ename, department and the annual salary. But over here the field name is shown as salary into 12. Suppose if I don't want to see this expression as the field name, okay, I want to see annual salary as a field name over here, then what I can do in that case, I will write select ename, comma department, comma then salary multiply by 12, then I will write as, and then within quotes, single or double quotes, you simply write annual salary, and it means you have to write the name of the field which you want to view at the top, then simply from employee. Okay, so when you write like this, then it means that in spite of getting the heading as salary into 12, you will get the heading as annual salary. Okay, so this is the way for providing the heading to an expression. So when you press enter, you can see that the field names are ename, department, and in spite of the expression, we are getting the field name as annual salary over here, right? So this is one of the example. So what you have to do, you have to write the question, this question, and then you have to write this answer as the answer of this question. Okay, now the next one is display name. Okay, name, we want to view the name, then salary, then bonus, then net salary of all employees. Okay, up in this table you can see that obviously for name we have ename with us in this table. For salary we have a salary field, that's okay, but they ask about the bonus and the net salary also, but in this table you can't see any field named as bonus as well as net salary. So what we can do in that case, when we go further in the question, it is written where bonus is basically 10% of salary. It means whatever be the salary, the 10% of that salary is the bonus. Okay, the 10% of the salary is bonus. And what is the net? Net salary is basically the sum of salary and bonus. Okay, so in this question, in this table, you can see that there is no field given by the name of bonus and net, but in this question how to calculate the bonus and how to calculate the net is already given. So what we are going to use, we are going to use these expressions for finding the net and bonus, right? So you can see that in this case also we have to use the arithmetic operators to obtain some values which is not given in, which is not present in the table. We use the existing fields of the table to obtain that value. Okay, so let's do this example. So we have written just wait. Okay, so now the first thing is display name. So we have written select. For name we have ename with us, comma. Then the second thing is salary. Okay, for salary, sorry, the spelling is wrong. Salary, comma. Then we have to find the bonus. Okay. Now for bonus, the expression is given as 10% of salary. So whatever be the salary, we have to obtain its 10%. So how we can obtain the 10%? Salary multiplied by 10 divided by 100. In this way we can obtain the 10%, and we want to display the field name as bonus. Okay, comma, and then it is given. Then we have to show the net salary, and the net salary is basically the sum of salary plus bonus. So what we have written, salary plus bonus. But you know one thing, we have written bonus over here, but bonus is not a particular field in that table. We have done, we have written this expression and given this expression name as bonus. So you in the expression you can only use the fields which is present in the table, but salary is present in the table, but bonus is not present in the table. You can see in this expression we are using salary. Obviously salary is present in the table, so it means we can use only those field names in the expression which exist in the table, but bonus does not exist in the table. So in spite of bonus, what we will write, we know that what is bonus? Bonus is basically 10% of the salary. So we have to write the expression that is salary into 10 by 100 as net salary. Okay, so after select we have written all the field names which we want in our table. We want to view the name, so that's why we have written ename. Then we want to view the salary, that's why we have written salary. Then we have to bonus, so we have written the expression for the bonus, and then given the field name as bonus. And after that net salary is required, so we have already written the expression for the net salary and given the field name as net salary. So once all the field names are completed, then we have to write the from, and then we have to write the name of the table. So so the name of the table is employee. Okay, so we have written this thing. Now the command is ready. We will simply press semicolon and then press enter. So now you can see that here you are getting ename, salary, bonus and the net salary. Okay, so in this way we can use the arithmetic operators for obtaining various results by using the existing field of the tables. Okay, so arithmetic operators are used for this case. Okay, so let me write one important statement for you. Arithmetic operators are used to obtain results by using existing fields of the table by performing various arithmetic calculations on it. Okay, So what we know from this, that arithmetic operators are used to obtain results by using existing fields of the table and by performing various arithmetic operation calculations on it, right? So now let's move to the next category, that is relational operator. You know the relational operators are greater than, equal to, less than equal to and not equal to. We have already discussed this relational operator in the previous slides. So let's continue it. So suppose this is a table employee which contain these 4 records. Now if I want to perform this query, the display details of all employees whose salary is less than 17,000. Okay, we want to display the details of those employees whose salary is less than 17,000. Okay, so it is written display, so it means we have to write the command select. Now what we want to display in this, it is written display details. Okay, they haven't specified any field that you want to display name, salary. No, they have simply written display details. So it means we have to view all the fields. That's why I put star over here. From, then the name of the table is employee, but over here it is written that whose salary is less than 17,000. So in order to specify this condition, we will use where clause, where the salary is less than 17,000. So you know the sign of less than is this. So it is written over just less than. It is not written less than equal to. So it is written less than. That's why we just put the sign of less than 17,000. When we press enter, we get the record of Kashish and Sakshi because they are getting salary less than 17,000, right? Now the next is display names of all sales department employee. Now in this case you can see that it is written display, so obviously we write select, but after that it is not written details, they have written display names. So obviously we have to use this ename field. So we have written ename, then from employee. Okay, once writing the field names or star, you have to simply write from, then employee, then that name of the table. After that you can see that over here it is written that of all sales department employees. So we want to view the record of only sales department employee. That's why we have written where department is equal to sales. So just close it and then click OK. So you can get the name of those employees, that is Kashish and Manas. They are working in the sales department. Okay, so I hope you understand what we are writing. Now there is one more query as the display name and salary. So in this case we want to view the name, that is ename, and the salary field of the employees who does not work in as an officer. So who does not work. Okay, so in this case you can understand that does not work means not equal to, we have to use. So we will write the command select, then it is given we have to view the name and salary. So we will write ename comma salary from employee. That's it. And but over here it is written who does not work as an officer. It means who are not working as an officer, as the post of an officer. So here we have field named as post for it. So where post is not equal to officer. Okay, so in this case we get the result as Manas and Elisha. They are not working as an officer, they are working in some other post, not in the officer. Okay, so I hope it is clear that. Now after that we move to the next operator, that is logical operator. In logical operator we have 3 operators with us. One is the AND, second one is the OR, and third one is the NOT. Okay, so basically what is the purpose of these operators? Let me explain you. Now First of all, let's understand about the AND operator. So basically these operators are used to join the multiple conditions. Okay, the logical operators so they are used to join multiple conditions. They are used to join multiple conditions, right? So let's first understand about this AND operator. You know, when we want to specify the condition, then what we will do, we write the where clause. Okay, we specify condition in the where clause, as you see in our examples also. Whatever condition we want to specify, we specify that condition under the where clause. Okay, so suppose we have written condition 1 and simultaneously we have to check the condition number 2 also. So then we have to write condition 2. Okay, so as you know that in where clause we are specifying two conditions. So in order to combine two or more conditions in the where clause, either we put AND operator or the OR operator between the conditions. So what will be the result if we specify AND, or we can specify OR operator in this? Suppose we have specified AND operator. Okay, if this condition is true and this condition is true, then we get the result as true. Okay, if both the conditions are true, then this AND operator, when used within the multiple conditions, if all the conditions are true, then the answer will be given as true. Okay, but suppose if this condition is true but this one is false, just wait, this one is false, so obviously in this case you get the result as false. Suppose the first condition is false but the second condition is true, in this case also you will get the result as false. And suppose if the first condition is false and the second condition is also false, then also you get the result as false. So what we get from this example, that when we use AND operator within multiple conditions, then we get true result if and only if all the conditions are true. Okay, so we can simply write the AND operator will give result as true if all conditions are true. Okay, otherwise it gives result as false. Okay, so it means that we have basically we are going to use AND operator in only those situations where we want that all the specified conditions must be true in order to view the record. Okay, if any one of the condition is false, then we don't want to view the record. And then after AND, the second operator, the first one is the first logical operator is AND operator, and the second logical operator is OR operator. Okay, so what this OR operator will do, the OR operator, let me first change it. Okay, so let us explain this example also. Suppose in the where clause, okay, in spite of and, if we have written or, so first condition is first condition, then or, then second condition, then what will happen? Okay, let us see the result. If the first condition is true and the second condition is also true, then we get the answer as true. Suppose if the first condition is true and the second condition is false, in that case we get the answer as true. If the first is false, second is true, then also in that case we get the answer as true. Okay, when we will get the answer as false? If all the conditions are false. So in case of or, at least even a single condition get true, then you will get the result as true. When you will get the false? When all the conditions are false. So you can view this definition also. The or operator will give result as true if at least a single condition is true. You know, if a single suppose you have specified 5 conditions, 10 conditions, but and you put or operator in between those conditions, then in that case, even if at least a single condition get true na, then you will get the result as true. And when you will get the false result, and give if all the conditions are false. So in case of and, all the conditions are true, then you get the answer as true, otherwise false. But in case of or, even a single condition get true, then you will get the answer as true. And when you will get the false? If all the conditions are false. Okay, so let us see some examples of it. So now in this example I have inserted 3 more records. The first record is of Sonali. So let me insert those records in my table also. Okay, all right, just wait. Okay, so the first record I am going to insert into employee values, then 105 comma Sonali comma 21500 comma the department is finance comma and the post is officer. Okay, so this record is inserted. I have to insert one more record, 106. The name is ANSH Anshika. Salary is 15,600. Department is finance and the post is clerk. Okay, let me insert one more record also, that 107 and the name is Akansha. Salary is 7,600. Department is sales. Okay, and the post is also clerk. Now we have inserted these 3 records also. So the first query is that display name and annual salary of all sales department managers. Okay, so in this case you can see that we want to display name. Okay, for name we have ename with us, right? And annual salary. For annual salary, you know that we have to multiply salary by 12. But over here it is written as sales department. Okay, what is written? Sales department managers. How you can get the information that the person is working in sales department? Obviously from this department field. Okay, because if the person is working in sales department, then obviously under department field the sales is written, and over here it is written one more thing, that is manager. So how we can know that the person is a manager? Obviously when we check its post, and if the post is manager, then obviously he is a manager. So in this case we have to check 2 things. First one is the department is sales, and the second one is that his post must be manager. So obviously these two conditions must be true. Okay, we can't say that if either he is working in sales or he is a manager. No, we want that the person must be working in the sales department and he is working as a manager also. So what we will write in the command, select ename, comma, then the annual salary will be salary multiplied by 12 as, and we write the field name as annual salary. Okay, then where, sorry, then we have to write the name of the table, from employee, then where. So then we have to write these two things, specify that department must be sales. So DEPT is equal to sales, and the second thing is his post must be manager, and post is equal to manager. Okay, so we have written the query that select ename, comma, salary into 12 as annual salary, from employee where department is equal to sales and post equal to manager. So when we press enter, we get the record of only Manas, because only Manas is working as a manager in the sales department. Let us check this thing. Kashish is also in sales department, but she is working as an officer. Okay, then the next record is Manas. He is working in sales department as a manager, and you can see that other record is Akansha, but she is working as a clerk. So only person who is working as a manager in sales department is Manas. That's why we are getting the record of Manas as an answer in this case. Okay, let's see the next example. Display details of all managers who are getting salary less than 20,000. So in this case there are two conditions given. First one is the person must be a manager, and the second is that he is getting the salary less than 20,000. So these two conditions must be satisfied to view the record. So let's write this command. The first we have to write select, and you can see over here it is written details. In this question no field name is specified. Okay, it is written display details. So details means you have to show all the details. So that's why we have written star. Then after completing the field name we have to write from, then name of the table as employee. That's it. And after that we have to specify those conditions which is given over here. So for specifying the conditions we have to write the where. Okay, so now the first thing is that the person must be a manager. So post is equal to manager. Okay, and the second thing is his salary must be less than 20,000. So salary is less than 20,000. Okay, so the command is ready. The post is equal to manager and salary. So basically it will show the records of only those employees whose post is manager and also they are getting salary less than 20,000. So in this case we get the record of Elisha because she is working as a manager. Okay, and also her salary is 18,200, which is less than 20,000. Okay, so we have performed these two questions. Then there is one more question, that is display details of all employees who works in either account or finance department. Okay, so over here you can see that they want to display the details of those employees who work either in accounts department or in the finance department. So how we can write this command? So first we write select. Over here it is written details. Okay, what is written? That is details. So details, that is star, from employee. Okay, now what is given after that? Who works in either accounts or finance department. So we want to display records of those employees whose department is either account or finance. So what we will write, where department is equal to account or department is equal to finance. Okay, so why we have put or in this case? Because a person can't be in both the departments at the same time, right? So if in any record, if either the department is equal to accounts, then they will show the record of that employee. If the department is not account, then they check whether the department is finance. If the department is finance, then they will show his record also. So if any one of these conditions is true, then they will show the record. Let me press enter, and now you can see that in this case we are getting the record of accounts department as well as finance department only. We are not getting the record of sales department, because in this query we have written select star from employee where department is equal to accounts or finance. Sorry, accounts or department is equal to finance. So if in a record, suppose if we take the record of Sakshi, in this case department is account, so first condition is true, so that's why her record is shown. The second case, Alicia, her department is also account, in this case also first condition is true, that's why her record is shown. In the third case, Sonali, a department is finance, so in her case the first condition is not true, but when we move to the second condition, that is true, so we show her record also. So you know that in case of OR, even a single condition is true, then the result is shown, and we want that if any one of these condition is true, then the record must be shown to the user, right? So in this case we have used the logical operators and logical operator, relational logical operator, and the arithmetic operators, right? Now we are going to discuss some clauses in SQL, and we have clauses like between clause, not between clause, in clause, not in clause, order by, like clause, distinct clause, group by clause, having clause, and is null clause. So there are many clauses which we want to discuss in this SQL. So let us take the clauses one by one. First we are going to discuss about the between clause, right? So suppose we have a table like this, okay, named as employee. Suppose what does between clause do? This clause is used to specify a range of values. Okay, this clause is basically used to specify a range of values that the column must satisfy to make the condition true. Okay, so when we are going to use a between clause, then what will we have to do? We have to specify a range, and also we have to specify a column name. Okay, we have to specify two things. First one is the range and the second one is the column name. If the value of that column is present, belongs to that range, if the value of that columns belong to that range, then only the record will be displayed, or we can say the condition becomes true. Okay, I repeat once again, we have to specify a range and a column name. If the value of the column belongs to the specified range, then the condition becomes true and you will get the record. Okay, so let us see an example. Suppose we have given the question as display details of all employees whose salary lies in the range of 7,000 to 16,000. So it means we want to view the record of those employees whose salary belongs to the range of 7,000 to 16,000. So we can see also over here that Kashish record lies in that range. Okay, then Anshika record lies in that range, and Akansha record also lies in that range. So how we can extract those records whose salary lies in this range? So there are two ways for doing it. Suppose the question is same, that we want to display details of those employees whose salary lies in the range of 7,000 to 16,000. Suppose if we have written like this, select star, why star? Because you see that over here it is written details, so obviously we have to show all the details, right? So select star from employee, and where salary is greater than equal to 7,000 and salary is less than equal to 16,000. Okay, so you know in this case the salary of Kashish is 15,200. Okay, so obviously her salary is greater than equal to 7,000, true, and also her salary is less than equal to 16,000. So both these cases are true now. So that's why the overall result is true, and we are seeing this record of Kashish. When we come to the example of Anshika, in case of Anshika also, the salary is greater than equal to 7,000. Obviously 15,600 is greater than 7,000, and also 15,600 is less than 16,000. So both these conditions are true. That's why the overall result is true, and we get the result of Anshika also. In case of Akansha, the salary is greater than equal to 7,000, yes, and also less than 16,000. So you can see that we are getting the record of all those employees whose salaries satisfy both these conditions. Okay. Right now we haven't used the between clause. First I am showing you how you can view the record without the help of between clause, and then we can see that how we can use the between clause to easily write this command. Right. So how we can use the between clause? Everything is same, that select star, because we want to view all records from employee where. Now how we can write where? First we write the field name, that is salary, then we specify the between, and then I write the starting point value and the ending value. Okay. So this is the basically syntax of writing the between clause, that after where you have to write the field name, then between, then the starting value and the ending value. And remember one thing, it includes 7,000 as well and 16,000. Okay. So if any employee is having salary as 7,000, then his record will also be displayed. Okay. So this range include both these numbers also, right? So you can see that in spite of writing this condition, we can simply use the between clause to view the same result, right? So this is the purpose of between. So after the between, we go to the next case, that is not between. Okay. So not between, suppose we have a query like display details of all employees whose salary does not lies in the range of 7,000 to 16,000. Okay. So we want to view the display of those records of those employees whose salary does not lies in the range of 7,000 to 16,000. So suppose this Sakshi, her salary is 16,200, it is above this range. Manas, his salary is 35,200, which is also above 16,000. Elisha, her salary is also 18,200, which is above this range. So you can see that in these cases, like Sonali also, her salary is 21,200, which is above this range. So we want to display the record of these four employees. Okay, because their salary does not lies in the range of 7,000 to 16,000. So not between, this clause is used to specify a range of values that the column, okay, must not satisfy to make the condition true. So it means we have to specify a range and we have to specify the column. If the value of the column does not belong to that range, then the record will be shown. But if the value of that column belongs to that range, then the record will not be shown, because it is not between case. So how we can write the command, that is select star, because we want to view the records of all employees from employee where salary. First you have to write the name of the field, then in spite of between we will write not between. Okay, and then we specify the range, that 7,000 and 6,000. So simple. If the value of the salary field does not belongs to this range, only in that case the record will be shown. Obviously you can see that we have already marked those records, that Sakshi, Manas, Elisha, Sonali, their salary does not belong to this range, and you can see that when we write this command, we get the answer, we get the record of all these four employees in your answer. Okay, so I hope this is enough for today. Okay, so just practice all these commands and write your notes properly, right? So we are just ending this lecture right now. Thank you very much and have a nice day.